Veterans, they are twice as likely to be scammed compared to anyone else. The Federal Trade Commission just released new data that shows a veteran loses, on average, almost $1,000 to scams. News4JAX consumer investigator Lauren Verno spoke with a veteran who explained why those who serve tend to be such easy targets. Lauren?
That's right, Joy. It's hard to imagine that someone would want to scam the people who many of us would consider heroes. But it happens so often that Florida Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis and members of the Florida legislature announced in Jacksonville a bill that would make scamming a veteran a white-collar crime. So what makes veterans so vulnerable to these scams? I turned to a former Navy SEAL for answers. Retired Navy SEAL Lieutenant Jason Redman spent 21 years serving his country.
In the middle of the 2007 surge, Ambar Awakening was shot 8 times between my body and body armor, took a round in the face.
Many would agree Redman had fulfilled his duty serving his country, but he wasn't done.
Now I'm focused on leadership development and coaching and helping people get through what I call life ambushes, those hard moments everybody encounters.
One of those hard moments, teaching veterans and active military how to avoid scams. The Federal Trade Commission reports between 2015 and this year, veterans lost on average $950 to scammers. We turn to Florida Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis.
They're on their own. At the same time, they're defending our country. But that extra income they've got with that type of liberation of freedom is a good target for scammers.
In the last 4 years, the FTC has received more than 163,000 reports of fraud. Redman believes that number could grow if both active military members and veterans are not aware these scams exist.
It makes me sick, but the reality is we live in a world where there's always going to be people like that, people who find a way to take the easy way.
Yeah, so here's what the FTC recommends. During the holidays, while friends and family are at home, talk about these scams. It's an easy conversation. You know, sometimes you run out of things to talk about. Talk about these scams, because a lot of times maybe family members you don't see, those veterans, maybe grandparents. It's a good time to talk to them.
But you know, good time to talk about it, but where do you start? There's got to be so many scams, like all over.
Joy, dozens of scams. So the FTC actually, it's a whole campaign they're doing. It's called Pass It On. So what they're doing is they're saying, talk about it with your friends and family. Just go to the FTC website, and their entire campaign is there with dozens of the scams and kind of which ones you can talk about.
All right.
You can go on for days.
Good information. And, you know, it's almost Thanksgiving. You know, it's a good time to talk to those people that you may not have seen in a while, especially the elderly. Lauren, thank you.